So let's all be as uncivilized as is legally possible. Keep up your boots stage manager, Mrs. Joyce Moonfall. It was pleasant to see that. You may never be lonely again. Please, do remember, gentlemen, that the sparkling and vivacious ingenues are not salaried employees, so we do ask that you contribute generously to their theatrical studies. So, by all means, let us proceed with this evening's bill of fare. For the first time ever, the complete musical rendition of The Mystery of Edwin Drood! And here we are, in the home of Mr. John Jasper, choirmaster of the choirmaster, composer, organist, and vocal instructor. John Jasper is blessed with the most significant and who, dear ladies and gentlemen, let us shoot into a state role than that gifted vocalist himself, your very own Mr. Clyde Paget.
Stifling day, one more soul stifling day of blinding pain, boredom grinds my brain down to the rain. A scoffing noise, a social acting chance, a finger frightens no one, for there's no one that he harms, whose conscious grudge at home, desperate respite from his demon tableau. This is said, I got something about where one cannot be caught, then feed on dreams that contradict each cheated I've been taught, and if some then I lose my way, I go quite glad, a man could go quite mad. Unblessed of the dawn, one ceaseless, peaceless love, some wondrous night, storm-struck, wondrous light, will cast me right. A man can go quite mad, and not beyond that bad. Consider each superb, disturbing urge you've ever had to curse aloud in church or joke each bloke if there's a smile your way. Be that as it may, I could have had dreams and not be off he seems, yet not be far removed from all the nerve-stomach extremes. Sometimes I think that sanity is just a passing fad. A man could go quite mad, could go quite mad, could go quite mad.
John Jasper eagerly of his beloved young nephew and the kind character of our evening's diversion, young Edwin Drood.
Why, there's the laugh now.
That's your welcome. No, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. Devotees of male impersonation are more used to seeing Miss Nottingham's top hat and tail when she performs her more inimitable rendition of Orange My Papa Top. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, she hides her more distinctive form beneath the garb of young Edwin Drood. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause, if you will, for tonight's guest devotees. And for London's leading male impersonator, Miss Alice Nottingham.
You forget, Ned, that uncle and nephew are words prohibited here by expressive ringings.
Of course you're right, John. We do only have half a dozen years or so between our ages. Hello, Jack. Don't drink yet. I must propose a toast.
Toast to what, Ned?
He asks to what? To Rosa.
Rosa. slipped my mind.
Yes, a tedious ceremony in your creepy cathedral dome. And off with my wonderful pretty child bride to dusty Egypt, where I intend to shake things up.
It is certain, then. Egypt seems a desperate great distance.
Indeed it is. This portrait of Rosa is not one of my better efforts, yet you choose to hang here. And heaven's name why?
Because it reminds me of you, Ned, and the happiness that I wished you and Rosa.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be quite happy. Though our courtship suffers from an unavoidable fact, owing to the fact that my deadly godfather and her deadly godfather wished us just to be as good as married as sin's blood. Why the devil could have just left us alone?
Tut, tut, dear boy.
Tut, tut, yes, it's all good and well for you, Jack. You have the freedom to love whomever you choose.
Don't stop, dear fellow. Do go on.
How about your feelings, Jack?
You have possibility.
Jack! Heavens. You look frightfully ill. There's a strange film come over your eyes.
I have been taking medicine for pain. An agony that overcomes it. I've been forced of late to seek treatment in London. Fear not. The effects will soon be gone.
As your uncle.
But take it as a warning, Ned. Edwin, this is a confidence between us.
It shall be sacred because of John.
I've confided in you because...
Because we are fast friends. Because I love and trust you, as you love and trust me. Well then, Jack! My dearest Uncle Jack!
My dearest nephew, Ned, a life without your friendship would be life as good as dead. The winds of hell may blow, but as you well may know, our feet are all only too small and face the fires below. For you,
For you,
for you,
for you,
two kinsmen more than brothers, we know no next of kin, and yet we never are as close beneath the skin. The blood that flows between us, the bonds that tie us way, to kinsmen when all others flee and we remain. My dearest nephew Ned,
my dearest Uncle Jack, if men say words against you, I would make them take them back. Oh, what a lad I would be about to die. If I might live one extra breath of life for you, I die. 'Tis true.
for you, two kinsmen more than brothers, we know no next of kin, and yet we know no others close beneath the skin. The blood that flows between us, the bonds that tie us away, two kinsmen when all others flee, then we remain.
'Tis true.
'Tis true,
For you.
two kinsmen are we two.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. To conclude our story, young Edwin Drood is visiting Cloisterham to offer his regards to his lovely bride to be. He fair Miss Rosa Bard, who like Drood. Rosa currently resides at Cloisterham's most respectable seminary for young women. Active, if not correctly named, the nonsense. And ladies and gentlemen, in the heart of Rosa Bard this evening, that most delicate of English roses, and blossoming bud that has even yet to be plucked, the unspeakably lovely Miss Deirdre Peregrine.
Rosa, the happiest of birthdays to you. I pray that I might be able to say these words on each of your birthdays.
I fear that is not likely, since, as you know, your nephew Edwin and I will be heading for Egypt once we are married.
It was only a wish, Rosa, and I love you. I have awaited your birthday with eagerness.
Eagerness, Mr. Jasper?
Oh, yes. Your voice will no longer be a subject to the fluctuations of adolescence. And in what condition is your voice in today, my dear student?
As my tutor, I believe that question is best answered by you, Mr. Jasper. Shall I sing?
No. I've composed a song, especially for you, my dear students, on the occasion of your birthday. Our choir master's pay being what it is, my life's blood is the most I can afford to offer.
Mr. Jasper, Mr. Jasper, I cannot say these words. It would not be appropriate.
Whatever could you mean?
I do not. I am not worthy of it.
As your music master, that should be my decision from the beginning. Please.
Between the very dead of night and day, upon a stilly sheet of light, I lay, and in the moonfall I give myself to you, and in the moonfall I'll dress myself in dew. Before a group of nightly beams the morn, time holds its breath as it conceives the dawn, and in the moonfall all sound is frozen still. Its warmth against me, your skin will warm the chill of moonfall, leaving its Betwixt our hearts, let nothing intervene. Between our eyes, the only sight I see is lustrous heart as it blinds my view. So that's I only say,
That was lovely, Rosa.
Thank you, sir.
But lovely will not do. When you sing the words, you must make me feel true reason. From the beginning, please.
Between the very dead of night and day, upon a stilly sheet, I can bear this, I'm frightened. Take me away.
It's nothing. It's all over. Don't speak to her for a moment. She'll be back.
She's not used to such an audience. Besides, I believe you are such a conscientious master that you've made her afraid of you. No wonder.
No wonder.
You'd be afraid of him too under similar circumstances, wouldn't you, Miss Landis?
Not under any circumstances.
Ladies and gentlemen, your own fiery spirit, the unpredictable Miss Janet Conover.
Good afternoon, Reverend Crisparkle.
And good afternoon to you, Mr. Jasper. And may I introduce young Neville Limerick. He and his twin sister Helena have both arrived from Ceylon, where they no longer have any family. Neville has been entrusted to my care, and Helena will be living here at the nun's house.
Welcome, Mr. Landless.
I'm afraid young Neville has been given over to me to calm his rather and to help him create a new beginning here in Cloisterdam.
You and your sister lost your parents recently, Mr. Landless.
Their mother died when they were quite young. Now their stepfather has crossed over as well.
I'm most sorry.
There is no need for you bright gentlemen to console me. As it happens, it was well my stepfather died when he did, or I might have killed him.
The newest member of our company, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Victor Grinstead.
I'm surprised you, sir. You shock me. You speak me shocking. You never saw him beat my sister. Our stepfather was a brute, Mr. Jasper. In desperation, Helena tried more than one occasion to flee his cruel and miserly hand, even disguising herself as a boy, but to no avail. As for myself, I've had from my earliest remembrances to subdue a deep and bitter hatred, which has made me secret and revengeful. I say, however, your kindness and goodwill have deeply moved me. I pledge to change my ill-tempered ways and break new ground for myself.
There's the lad. He'll soon blend in, Mr. Jasper.
Your pupil, Mr. Jasper. She sings beautifully.
Thank you.
Your efforts have not been without success.
I trust so, Mr. Landless.
And may I inquire if your relationship extends beyond that of pupil and master?
Heavens, no, Neville. Miss Bud is betrothed to young Edwin Drood, Mr. Jasper's nephew.
You'd do well to cast your eyes and interest in other directions, sir.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Jasper.
No pardon is necessary. However, I must be off. By practice, I fear. I wish you well in your new life, Mr. Landless.
Thank you indeed, Mr. Jasper. I trust we shall meet again. And I'd like to meet this Drood and see what sort of man is worthy of the affection of Miss Bud.
Steady up. Steady.
You're feeling better now, aren't you?
Oh, much, thank you.
His surroundings, which seem very secure to you, are new and unsettling to me. You'll be my friend, won't you?
I will be as good a friend as such a fine woman can be to such a womanly, handsome creature as you.
Who is Mr. Jasper?
He is my Edwin's uncle, and my music master.
You know that he loves me.
Oh, don't, he terrifies me! I fear I will never be free from him. He's made a slave of me with his looks, forced me to keep silent about his uttering a single threat.
Careful, you're telling Mr. Jasper's composition.
Is that no matter? I do not intend to sing it again.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have at least one reprise of this before we're finished, don't you think? But for now, we must step from the chaste sanctity of the nun's house, for reasons which will soon become clear, to the wickedest corner, in the wickedest hole of the fabric in the city of London. Below, and beneath contempt, lies the opium den of the Princess Papa. Here, the universal population, a burglary, prostitution, violence for profit, and murder, and reigning supreme over this blemish Moonfall Royale, the queen of the red light district, that good woman of ill repute, your very own Miss Angela Brissa.
Would I be here, mixing pipes, then I sells them for a pint of rotten beer. Throats you cut to pocket throats, and you slut to have some sleep. Bash your face for believing tuppence, pure disgrace to vexation. So I say, to be a sinner. For the promise of London Jew, who can't pay for one square dinner with the wages of sin. So we saw corn of muffins who would buy this sacristan. On the whole, there ain't much profit in the wages of sin. And who's this gorgeous lady you brought with you? Is this who you've been out on the town with for no doubt? Oh, that makes me more sad, but she is very beautiful. I'm only teasing, love. He is an amazing, amazing man. I would you tease me. I've seen girls from gutter families trap rich men with flattering ways, and they call past the gentries over not to breakfast trays. Over there in Bethlehem sleeps a bleeding hypocrite, spends his days ice cast to heaven, spends most nights amongst this shit. Oh, I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mean to. But, I mean, I can assure you that will never ever happen again. Now, where was I? Oh, it's shit. Don't take health measures, do things right, and writing. In this world, there's greater treasures than the wages of sin. I give thanks, but so marvelous. If I did that in, you can't fill that many covers with the wages of sin. Oh, can you give your love a little hope with that last line? All right. Get off your bums and give us the nose. Get off your bums and give us the nose. Yeah. Ready?
The parishioners of Cloister be astounded to find in Bethlehem the goodly choir master of Cloister Cathedral, Mr. John Jasper.
Woman! I need lime and wine quickly. My task is only half finished and the effects of your medicine is less potent than usual.
Laudanum, you're mixing opium and wine these days. I'll fix it for you now.
Yes. Before I can get to the changes of colors and the print landscapes, I must be rid of him.
Who?
Him! Him!
God spare you, there's no one there.
Well, there he is. And there I am.
Yes, of course. Now just, be still and have yourself a pleasant journey.
Please direct me to the nearest railway station. I seem to be lost.
5 threepence he owes me.
Seems a large sum for a small courtesy. You're back with you. The train station.
The nearest is in Aldgate. 10 minutes of a walk away from the river.
Oh, thank you. Incredible.
Who are you then? And what are you?
I wonder how many of you noticed that meaningful statement. It sounded suspiciously like a clue to me. Might we have to get an idea? Yes, once more, please.
Who are you then? And what are you?
but you'll notice once again he sounded with it. Ladies and gentlemen, your kind indulgence for a short announcement. The part of Mayor Thomas Sapsey will not, I repeat, will not be portrayed by Mr. James Hitchens as stated in your program. As many of you already know, Mr. Hitchens has tended to appear more frequently at the bar, in the rear, than up here, in front of the footlights. And so, it will come as no surprise to our regulars that Mr. Hitchens is once again massively indisposed due to injuries he received while fighting for a lady's honor. Apparently the lady wished to keep it. And so his part will be portrayed this evening by your own humble chairwoman and obedient servant. I refer, of course, to myself, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gillian Cartwright. And I might add, it's more your luck than mine.
Good afternoon, Mayor Sapsey.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Crisparkle. Oh.
These are my new charges, Mayor Sapsey. I'm taking them to meet. In fact, here he comes now. Hello, Neville. May I introduce Edwin Drood.
Sir, I congratulate you on your good fortune, Mr. Drood.
Good fortune, sir.
You're betrothed, sir.
Oh, yes, Rosa.
Our young Ned seems to have thought himself for your step into the globe, Neville.
Oh, say long, Mr. Drood.
No, but much the same. Egypt.
Oh, to make your future, sir.
No, to ensure that Egypt has one. I shall soon be taking over my family's engineering concern there, where I plan to pull off a miracle.
Pray, what's needed, sir?
The Cairo Transverse, Mr. Ladder. A thoroughfare for a commerce that looks travel across the desert to Alexandria.
Monumental task, Mr. Drew.
Indeed.
One wonders where one would obtain, for example, paving stones.
From the pyramids.
No!
Yes. My study showed that there is enough rock in the top half of the Great Pyramid alone.
This is English blasphemy. First we take our delicate brew of tea leaves and likewise improve it by pouring cow's milk into the cup.
Why, sir? Let's not fight here and the Cloister and High Street.
I meant no offense, sir.
And I did not mean for my awkward ways to arouse such emotion, or to ruffle your splendid feathers and stuff.
Well, Mr. Landless only feels passionate about his part of the world, Edwin.
As long as he keeps his passions in check.
It seems I have not yet adapted myself to your restrained climate, Master Drew. Miss Bud.
My uncle has already given me an account of his hot blooded temperament transfer. I hope you've left them both behind you.
My reputation precedes me here. A situation I need to fear. One moment I got blending in with this much shade of skin. I thought I cleaned my slate at last. One day I kissed okay my past.
What shall I show them? The full effect.
What do I owe them? What they expect? A British subject on display. And they want today. Our emigration to this location has brought us safe down a house. This is the nation, thereby creation. In rank of violent English are they, and British am I.
British are they and English am I. There are two subjects we don't discuss.
What is a monarch? I've been saying. There's an instinctive rivalry between my own dear boy and this landless fellow.
Oh, I think you exaggerate the matter, Mr. Jasper.
I will, Grandma! Do you not realize that there's one on one side, one face to all things in nature, beneath Neville's tainted English accent and adopted English manners? There is a evil witness, a tribesman menace, a half-blood, half-bred, half-caste, who would kill as easily as he would oil his curly hair.
Come now, Mr. Jasper, this is quite extraordinary.
Nothing can be more ordinary, I assure you! I myself suffer from this sort of duality on occasion. I will often forget things, and going back to fetch them, have to expect to find myself rounding a corner I've already turned.
And what about me? Having to be your chairwoman and play this man's axis both at the same time. It's confusing.
Indeed, like hard to excite another lands, I will often find that. I know to myself these days, for all I know, I can feel there's more than room enough for two inside my mind. Or is it I?
Is it me? If I did, each one of us might want to agree on what to do.
And if I take the opposing side within myself, then realize what is right or wrong. Hippity, boppity, toppity, boppity, so to the shin, but that was born and putting that next to the parity, born to have the same fixable side of the coin. Always your own protagonist again, it's a two-sided mix, the rule and exception, and proving that I'm good at the rule and deception, and finds the fixable side of the coin.
It's other.
It's a tail. Or black or white.
Or up or down.
Or left or right.
Or night or day. It just seldom ever fails to show the light and providing undisposed opposing sides. It wasn't to say.
This show's English, I
If
hope.
there's a rose, then it's gone.
Your master as soon as born, he made me smile.
But the vision is perverse.
It seems to work more in reverse.
And then the judgment just a while.
If you're only confident of the competition, because I was born and wouldn't have fancied the currency, nor the fantasy face of the left and right. Focus your right potatoes again, and if saying that it's a rule and exception, and wouldn't have to start the full of deception, if I was the fix of that. If you probably come
La 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 la.
what was wrong with things again? But you said it was the rule and exception, wouldn't have to start the full of deception, if I was the fix of that. A brilliant and an original idea, Miss Nancy, but now it appears that I must change. Goodness!
Bye-bye. We now step out from Cloister High Street and follow a step with a relic known only to the residents of Cloister as those. A man whose knowledge of cathedral tunes is exceeded only by his capacity for wine and spirits. His courage is wending his way toward an important assignation.
Was that you say, Jew?
I said an assignation with my assassin who lives just around behind.
Was that you say, Jew?
I said around behind.
And so have you.
I didn't come here to be insulted. Why?
Where do you usually go?
I'm not a complete fool, you know.
Oh, well, which bit is missing?
The next to the idiot.
Pleased to meet ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, essaying your old durdles, the clown prince of the musical royale, your friend, not mine. I give you, and I don't want him back, Mr. McCricker.
rheumatism.
Oh, why, I think you mean rheumatism.
No, I've been working on her dead wife's grave.
Please let us refer to the late Mrs. Thomas Sapsey as just that. The late Mrs. Thomas Sapsey. That is how I like to refer to her. Indeed, that is how I like to think of her.
She was 1 in a million.
No. One in a raffle. But a nice stingray.
Yes, Governor. The doll's all ready for my describing. She'll be much happier when we've moved her from her temporary grave. Though it's been not at all damp, and the moles have been able to get at her for ages. Though there's nothing much we can do about the one. I mean, they've already made a meal of Mrs. Sassy, no matter.
That's quite enough, Dodos. And who's this thing? This, oh,
My protege squire? Name of deputy.
I put the law on the right script to myself, Your Lordship.
Oh yes, that's right, I got the keys right. Yeah. It'll be my pleasure to unlock that door and slide you over and right in that tomorrow. There's room enough for all the royal family to have afternoon tea.
yes.
That crypt is a national treasure, if I may make so bold, Your Grace. Just a while ago, Mr. Jaspers authorized taking him into the crypt to see it.
You might like to add that to your list of suspicious statements.
Whoa, steady on, Jill. We don't want these people leaping to conclusions with all of the facts at hand. Otherwise, they'll all be yelling, "Off to the races!" Yes, let's have a chorus of "Off to the races!"
Stop! That's scheduled for later on in the program. We mustn't stop the romantic romance we're building here. For now. For now, we must be set into darkness in hopes of shedding new light upon our curious story, as we follow Dodos and Deputy to the graveyard of Cloister.
God rest thee, Mary, Mr. Jaspers.
Then dearest, let us change brother and sister from this day forth.
Never to be husband and wife.
Never.
Rosa, I am on about to confess that this thought does not originate with true love.
I know, dear one, you have not been truly happy in this engagement. Nor have I.
I am sorry, Rosa.
And I for you. Why?
If only our marriage is not perhaps then we know how we truly feel towards each other.
If we were perfect strangers, how perfect life would be. I know if I adore you, you know if you love me. Too much we've seen together to just love you. Too much we've been together, and I see the future, and I presume that you are If we were perfect strangers, I'd find my way with ease. I'd seek the path before me, the forest from the trees. I've seen without you, always there. How do I feel about you? I can't yet to touch you, my dearest Neville. How much you mean? How do we know that you have me feel it? Brother. I pray that you will take this clasp, given to me by my mother as a vow, of our eternal friendship. God bless you.
God bless you, dear.
How do I feel about you? I can't too near to touch you, my dearest Neville. How much you feel? How do we know it? How do we feel it? How do we if we were perfect strangers, I might have known you
What has become of the terrible blow to my uncle? Why, whatever's the matter?
Daddy, could we keep this from your uncle for a little while?
Of course you're right. Why give him such sad news on Christmas Eve? However, we must be off. He's expecting us for dinner, and I fear there's a storm in him.
Stop! Cried as he had no voice to have. Just go, that was threatening storm. God must be angry.
God, Neville. Not God. We use the singular here in England.
But the storm will Christmas Eve.
Yes, it was like this the night that Rosa's mother died.
Neville tells me we once engaged to Rosa's mother, Mr. Crisparkle.
Yes, but I fear I was a bit too angular, a bit too Anglican for her taste. And then, at a seaside party celebrating her 2nd anniversary, just a few months after Rosa was born, she apparently slipped while walking and observed along the cliffs of John University in grateful waves. But enough. Let us follow Mr. Jaspers' lead and forget our grievances with life and each other over a sturdy Christmas dinner.
Hello all. Sorry for late. We thought this was
It is wondrous to see you. Let us take it first.
I had no idea you'd taken on domestic staff.
Edwin! Mr. Lancaster, take you seriously.
Your fear of that.
Now, lads. Rosa, you have no idea what it means to have you in my chambers.
Miss Buck, how is it that in a season of poverty, you remind me of language and history?
And how is it that you remind me of an inconsistent bacon? For your metaphors seem quite stale. Your manners are uncommonly fresh.
You go too far, sir!
Gentlemen, this is Christmas Eve, and I will tolerate no further unchristian-like behavior between you. Now, this small wine is very good stuff indeed. I prepared it especially for you from a recipe I came to London.
What? Any port is strong from you?
Yes, sending forward and storm indeed. Very good, Edwin. Not convenient things.
Now, let us drink deep.
This wine is more potent than usual, Jack.
Well, I thought you lads would like it. Now, let's have no more ill will between you.
Please, Evan. There's no longer any cause of rivalry between us. You have my friendship if you wish it.
Then a Merry Christmas to you.
The goose is good.
It appears your next Christmas dinner will be in Egypt.
My God, Lennox, perhaps you should have come to this trial. I'm sure Rose and I could use someone to carry our bags.
What?
Someone more acquainted with a foreign tongue than mine and his own.
Gentlemen, ladies, please be seated.
That's what this is being where you wear a finer cut but a waistcoat wanted to be on the back of the ragged feet on you.
Something in this speech seems ominous to me. Which brave promises to me?
Listen, goodbye, boys, should be glad.
Won't you try some wine?
No good can come from that.
What are you sniffing there? I wish to wish you well. The world is yours before you, just like oysters on my step.
Lennox, as you already know, your foot is hot, but less than fall, less I'm sure we history would end up hanging off past the sun, past the sun,
Something sends a chill like feet on my blade. Why should the world come when they never say?
These words they say, bring home all the lad.
Not just for the day.
No good can come from that.
What dearest deepest friends, they are the close at first. You rose and body in through the chairs. Here's our drugs!
How very blessed are we, when of so many stars, thank you come by where we are.
Which one of you will come?
Never to never soon stare. You are me, my life, I share my life. I see you dead before she goes away.
Fate walks near. I feel it, I fear it. We are friends and yet you'll soon not forget. Here we have every other step.
In a couple of years I love her for another, Rosa's mother. After Rosa's first she left this earth, I must be taller.
Soon will be kind, no, the time is no bright night. But I can see these boys and stars will bring me I can see space.
These new auditions, they review, murderous ambitions, although I conceal. I am going back, oh, what do you have? No, let me come back.
Something epic's gonna happen.
Oh, Miss Marvel, I just know something terrible has happened to my Edwin.
Now, Rosa, I'm sure there is nothing. You've heard the sensible voice, I'm sure, that no news is most certainly good news. Here's my assistant, Bazzard. Bazzard, what news?
No news!
There. You see? I don't believe bad pleasure in meeting my assistant Bazzard. Quite the showman is our Bazzard, but tragically misplaced.
Misplaced?
Yes, though his chief occupation is in guiding excursion parties around our church, Mr. Bazzard carries within him a secret. Now, Rosa, what do you think that secret is?
Oh, dear, nothing dreadful, I hope.
Mr. Bazzard has written a play, a tragedy.
The Thorn of Anxiety!
And when will it be performed, Mr. Bazzard?
Never.
You know, sometimes I think Mr. Bazzard will provide his lack of support, like citizen grief grows the often on the dream. But I hope to see his work performed someday.
I too, Mr. Bazzard.
I love the theatrical world, but there are many stages beyond the proscenium. I long to play a larger part.
Right. Well, why don't you go use that enviable creativity to find some accounting for our young man?
That assignment, I eagerly accept.
Oh, my dear hopeless Edward.
How like the mother she looks. Had the Lord seen fit to smile upon me, had a mother not married another, or met his death 2 years later at that pleasure party by the sea. I might have been Rosa's.
Father, I need your prayers.
Rise, my child, to the future of our sons.
Is it not significant, Mayor Satsy, that Neville Limerick was last seen fleeing the district?
You convinced me, Mr. Jasper. A secret murderer could indeed be hiding in cloister of the most affectionate bosom. Yes, and all signs do point to young Neville Limerick.
Brilliant. And it's an original idea, Mayor Satsy.
I shall instruct a few strong fellows to bring it in, whatever force is necessary, so that we can question it.
You do that, sir.
We'll find Neville Limerick right about now.
And when will we find? We'll educate that murderous swine.
I hate you for Christmas.
Fetch the dogs! Crockett! What are you bloody idiots doing standing about? We have a foreigner to find! Onward! We'll find that Neville Limerick. And when we
It's my coat. The one I gave to Erin last night. Oh God, it's been torn to ribbons and blood. There's his blood on it. Where did you find this?
Under a rock by the River Weir.
God, my dear boy, it's been murdered. I take this oath before you, Bassett. Record it in your memory that I shall fasten the crime of murder upon the murderer, and that I devote myself to his destruction.
I shall remember your words, Mr. John Jasper.
I believe that's it for you this evening, Philip.
That's right.
I mean, it almost seems where you're coming from God's footing tonight, does it? Why, you seem to specialize in these narrow parts of things.
Not by choice, Miss Cartwright.
Well, let's see. In Julius Caesar, you played the part of...
A senator.
Ah, so at least you were in for the kill. You know, it's rather odd that Charles didn't create your character at all. Unless, of course, he had a more promising future in mind for you.
That's been my solace in the role, Miss Cartwright.
Yes, I'm sure. Still, you do understudy Mr. Paget as John Jasper. I know that he surely
In
wasn't.
actuality, Mr. Paget plays never do his performance in his entire crew.
Well, Philip, we are almost done with this act, and our second act is considerably shorter a night than the first. Would there be, I would have a song ready at hand. Shall we?
As a matter of happenstance, I do have, in common with my role this evening, aspirations as an author, and have composed a brief song, which I venture to say underscores the homage to the character of Bazzards Limerick. I hesitate.
Tom, it's titled, Mr. Bass.
What? Oh, Nevertheless.
Ladies and gentlemen, an unscheduled diversion in our journal this evening. The debut of an unpublished and perhaps rightfully unheard proposition, Mr. Philip Bass singing his own Never Be Loved.
Before I've begun to speak, I cast out my line and keep line hanging, but I'll not stand in this week. Some starless night, they'll pull towards the wings. Who here dances and sings? That's when yours truly springs and sings. Then they will cry. Why? He knows each line and everyone's cue. We must let him do the part. I'll leave center stage, the music will play. I'll waltz my way into the dark.
Mayor Sapsy, I warned that young Neville has no knowledge of Master J.P. feeling that she was free to volunteer.
And nothing further, Neville.
Oh, I would remind you and your brother that there is the issue of murder at hand.
Before you utter that word again, you laughable man, perhaps you would be good enough to supply a body, a victim, a corpse, something more tangible than an errant nephew, a timorous uncle, and a ludicrous city official who has no backing on his charges beyond pure pomp and sheer circumstance.
Here.
Well said, Helena.
She's right, young man assassin. You cannot possibly arrest Neville without a body with evidence of some sort.
Very well. Release him!
Oh, bless you, Mr. Crisparkle.
I am okay.
If only I could express my gratitude without this strange, somewhat geographically untraceable accent.
Yes, well, let's all pause here for a moment, shall we? So here is where matters now lie. Edwin Drood has vanished and will likely be Clive.
Dead. John Jasper has sworn vengeance upon his nephew's murder.
Which some of the populace expects to be Neville Limerick.
And the charges against Neville have been rescinded, thanks to Helena Limerick, the stealing us all out of the company.
Reverend Mr. Crisparkle, who once was engaged to
Rosabud's deceased mother. Meanwhile, it's difficult to know what to make up.
The drunken stonemason Durdles and his young apprentice Debbie. Not to mention
The mysteriously motivated purveyor of Princess Cup.
Statements to consider during the interval with one admonition. Surely you will lead to conclusions without all the relevant information, and you may find yourself carried off to the races. Yes, Jim! Let's have a course of off to the races! But one evening at the Music Hall Royale is complete without the rendition of his trademark anthem, Off to the Races. Quick conclusions often lead the best of us astray. The wise to move in life is just to wait. Otherwise, our galloping emotions run away like horses at the gates. Off to the races, off to the races, off to the race we go. What kind of chases and what the pace is, we seldom seem to know.
and perfect hearts about to never more pursue.
And then we're on the song, sing, race, take a race. Port Royal unite in a chorus of that sturdy hymn to our enduring and beloved land. England reigns.
Destination, I'll tell this surprise. Just when the truth depart, aware for art is destination. With surprising investigation. Just when the truth has gone, it's not beyond my estimation. Up here and drawing scrutinized, I'm sneering by, pursuing light. I clearly spy with my slight private eyes.
Reverend, thank you. All things bright and beautiful tonight, don't you think?
Yes, the stars and mere punctures in the ceiling perfectly which to see heaven's light. Or something along those lines. I only wish my assistant Bazzard, who is away on business, could see such a sight as this.
Hold on here, boy. There's a face you've not seen before. Welcome to the Turquoise Hampton. I'm away being official greeters to all visitors who may have the price of a bottle of wine one day. My name is Doodles.
My name is Dick Datchery, and I was wondering if lodgings could be found in these parts.
Oh, no doubt, Mr. Thatchery.
Something architectural, out of the way, inconvenient.
We have any number of inconvenient lodgings here in Cloisterham, sir.
Close to the cathedral, of course.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I couldn't help overhearing. The only such accommodation that I know of along those lines is a single lodging just above the rooms of Mr. John Jasper. I is a great admirer of my own.
The fellow who's been much afflicted of the loss of his nephew, Edwin Drood. No, wait on, boy. This most afflicted fellow, John Jasper, is he? And you won't catch me going in again. I will be lifted off my legs and choked again. I find that most interesting. I shall go watching the comings and goings of this town.
That man should speak to his tailor.
Oh, excuse me, miss. Can you tell me?
Oh, do I look ill?
No, miss. I always look like this.
Rosa, we both have been guilty of neglecting your music lessons. When shall we resume?
Never, sir.
Am I likely being told that you have abandoned your studies altogether?
The politeness is yours, not mine. I do not wish to be questions. I will not answer any further.
Rosa,
I do not wish to hear you. Sir.
I do not forget how many eyes commanded you of us, but you shall hear me, even against your wishes, dearest Rosa. Charming Rosa, even when my dear boy was engaged to you, I loved you madly. I hid mine. Our secret loyalty, did I not?
You were as false to him then, sir, daily and hourly as you are now. Did you know you made me afraid to open his kind eyes to the truth? That you are a bad, bad man.
How beautiful you are!
I do not ask for your love. Give me yourself and your hatred, that pretty rage, that enchanting scorn, and it shall be enough for me.
I want you, sweet witch!
Rare charmer, you must stay, or do more harm than can be undone.
You're mad.
Mad? I only mean to show you how mad my love is.
Love? You dare to use that word?
Yes.
on rare occasions have abused my every tongue. Rarely has a word ever been taken from me. What little meaning might remain is pretty blood. Never step into quite exhausted at a time your size and syllables confound wondering this word. You call it love.
I call it love.
I call it
You call it rude.
I call it love.
You think it's
I call it
something too cruel.
I call it rude.
And neither fool.
I cannot
You say I dare to call it love.
I think it's foul.
I see you smile.
I think it's wrong.
You see me smile.
The world takes.
Brave. I know you not.
The worst in man.
My words are mad.
You get to
I
sing
sing them in the name of love.
Rows of other dainty little faces every crowd that she's a child, girl, and you're right. Rosa is the only soul in Cloisterham, it seems, who says it's just the sort of dreams you dream at night. Don't you think I stand as lovely seeming? The fibre of my being told me since I was betrothed. That's her most unnatural attention. Cause fears I dare not mention. You must know how much I loathe. To know your wants.
You know my wants. I do not blush.
Don't hear your voice.
This isn't so much. Only two us. I seek the name of love. I love to hear.
My track of blood.
The angry one.
I can't show.
Something
Something
so amazing that
Oh, not for me.
you will submit.
Desecrate.
Give your faith the name of love. 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 The name of love.
Now I have picked the very piece of information I came here for.
Then you're leaving Cloisterham already?
Not bloody likely. I didn't come this far just to tell away with but a piece of puzzle in my hand. I've never in my wretched life been this close to getting anything I said I want after. More before I read to think back just when I'm winning. I know what Mr. does in life. Ease up just when they should push on. Once I bet the last 10 pence, then won. Twice as rich then, friends said, call it done. How sad, I say. So, that's your wildest dream, maybe. Instead, don't try to think what move might be the best. Use the heart that beats within your breast. Never rest. Don't quit while you're ahead. Sing out, there's more in store for me. I see my dream ship finally coming in like a steamship. Apron into it, lift your chin. Remember what I said. Don't quit while you're ahead. Let's go. I know there must be no waiting me. Only just 3 weeks away from me. Hopefully, don't quit while you're ahead. Don't worry how you tread. You guess.
There's the chance, one hiding that is mine, a romance, quite ripe upon the vine.
Don't resign. No victor ever fled. Don't quit while you're ahead. To stay. Ta-ra, ta-ra. Boom. Baby, dash it, hooray, hurrah. Boom. Baby, dash it, hoo-la-dee-da. Don't quit while you're ahead. Don't say I'm off to bed. Farewell.
Oh, well, I know. Don't let the moment go to waste. Don't win victory close enough to taste. Keep it going all you hate. For God's own sake. So raise the stakes. You struck the lucky thing, never break through any lucky chain or refrain. Don't quit while you're ahead. It's easily done and said. You'll see. Ta-ra, ta-ra. Boom. Baby, bash it, hoo-la-dee. Boom. Baby, flash it, hoo-la-dee. Don't quit while you're ahead. Sing out, there's more in store for me. For me. Much more for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was at this point in our story that Mr. Charles Dickens laid down his pen forever. And so, dear friends, this is all we shall ever know for sure of the mystery of Edwin Drood. Tonight, however, at least within the confines of this humble theatre, we shall together solve, resolve, and conclude the mystery of Edwin Drood! While the minor mystery we can resolve immediately, though it has little to do with the plot at hand, you see many literary experts agree that our inquiring detective Dick Datchery is actually someone we have already met. A character from Act 1 who is roaming cloister around disguised as Datchery, as to better investigate the disappearance of Edwin Drood. And as many of you have no doubt already guessed, that part has been taken thus far this evening by the master and mistress of male impersonation, Miss Alice. Oh no, far from it. You see, the reason for Miss Nunning's portrayal of Datchery this evening is well, that she's contracted to appear in 2 acts of this play, and our man who believes in an honest week's work or an honest day's pay, you catch my drift. Which brings us to our first key question: is Drood dead? You see, Mr. Charles Dickens experimented with many different titles for our story. For example,
The loss of Edwin Drood. The flight of Edwin Drood.
The disappearance of Edwin Drood.
but no early death or murder of Edwin Drood. You see, some would say that a mystery without a murder is no mystery at all. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our questions shall be answered primarily by you, but in a daring and perhaps dangerously democratic move. The musical Royale has decided to grant our company themselves the right to vote upon one issue each night. And so, my fellow acolytes of the thespianic persuasion, this evening your question will be, Mrs. Crisparkle.
Is Edwin Drood dead or alive? Miss Nutting has a vested interest in the outcome. Kindly turn her back to the cast. Now, gentlemen, ladies, as your vote takes you this evening, all those who believe Edwin Drood is dead, please raise your hands. Thank you. Now, all those who believe Edwin Drood is alive, do the same now. If you please. Thank you.
Source is dead.
I'm sorry, Miss Nutting, but it seems you snuffed it by a massive majority, I fear. And our next key question, Mrs. Crisparkle.
Who is the detective Dick Datchery?
Well, we can now safely eliminate Edwin Drood from that consideration, being that our cast has voted him dead for the remainder of
Dead! Ha! And bloody hell! You absolute envious little shits! That is rude. That Datchery, that I am Datchery. And it's even more obvious that this bitter, jealous cast eagerly resents the attention that I receive from the local press. Goodbye, all.
You have no idea the week we've had with her. First, her dressing room was too small, then her mustache was too long. I told her she was splitting hairs. Well, please yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for this bit of unpleasantry and what I'm sure you agree has been an otherwise flawless evening. But in all fairness to our cast and to our story, I must strenuously point out that many literary experts disagree with Miss Nutting's contention that Edwin Drood and Dick Datchery are one and the same person. Indeed, there are several prime candidates for the face behind Datchery's beard. For instance, I offer you Helena Confession, about her never revealed in Act 1.
Our stepfather was brute. In desperation, Hannah tried one occasion to flee his cruel and miserly hand, even disguising herself as a boy.
A hit, a palpable hit. But isn't a meaningful thrust or misdirection. Wouldn't Helena Landers be fearful of pursuing John Jasper under the given circumstances?
Not under any circumstances.
But the candidates hardly and there. What say you of Bazzards?
I love the theatrical world, but there are many stages beyond the proscenium. I long to play a larger part.
Who more likely to don such melodramatic garb and seek the spotlight? Why otherwise would he appear in our story at all?
From my earliest remembrance has been secret and revengeful.
Who more likely to investigate the disappearance of Edwin Drood than he who is suspected of foul play? Or does someone else wish to clear his name?
Neville has been entrusted to my care.
The Reverend Mr. Crisparkle, whose passions and energy lay hidden beneath his clerical garb. Could it be that he has adopted yet another side, that of Datchery, as to save the lad that has been discharged and responsibility? And then, there is the puzzling and intriguing possibility of Rosa. Could it be that we have underestimated the resourcefulness of this woman child? Did she take it upon herself to investigate the disappearance of Edwin Drood? Looks deceiving.
I'll say.
This much I do know for certain. Dick Datchery is not the Princess Papa, John Jasper, Durdles, Deputy, or even
in my own Saxy role, for in our play and in Miss Dickens' novel, they all appear in scenes with him. They are all observed to be in his company. And so, we are left with the following candidates for the role of the detective, Dick Datchery. And may I suggest that we vote in the way it is done in amateur theatrical contest? As the handkerchief is held above the head of each candidate, I applaud for your own favourite Crisparkle Datchery. And do remember, we still have larger decisions to come. Soon we shall be asking you to decide who is the murderer of Edwin Drood, so don't really go for whichever cast member is a distant cousin of yours, for God's sake. Miss Proctor, please.
Lovely. All the way from Ceylon, Mr. Neville Limerick. The tempestuous Miss Helena Limerick. The lovely Rosa Bud. The underrated Mr. Bazzard. And that ecstatic ecclesiastic Reverend Crisparkle.
Very well. Bazzard is your Datchery, I can see several members of the audience more than ready to assist you in the process. But now to a much more serious matter. Well, where then the mystery? That's taking the wind out of your sails, big mouths, hasn't it? Where then the mystery? Where indeed? So how stand you? For the obvious answer, or for a more perplexing solution? Now, we can safely eliminate members of our cast from the bidding. You see, young deputy and Mayor Saxby were, without a doubt, intended for comic relief and a figure very intimately in the lives of any other characters. And so, we are left with the following candidates for the role of murderer.
Did I, in trying to save my brother, bring harm to Edwin Drood?
Yes.
Rosa Bud, why would someone as innocent and pure as I kill my poor helpless Ed?
I'd rather have the balsam in front of me to give Drood a frontal lobotomy.
Never laughed. I honestly do not recall anything of what transpired once Edwin and I reached the river. But he was an odious little twit. He deserved everything he got.
You are his victim!
Princess Papa! True ally! And what am I?
Well, Miss Scott, have I in some way confused my mission here on Earth?
Yes.
John Jasper. The cold shade suspicion since our tale first began.
Time, ladies and gentlemen, time at last to start. And for the sake of accuracy, may I suggest that we vote by a show of hands. So let's bring up the house lights and we'll begin. Oh, good Lord, is this what I've been dealing with this evening? Oh God, why don't you all join hands and try contacting the living? Members of the company are circulating even now among you to collect your vital votes. I am offering the court our murderer in 3, Cricket! Right, you may all open your eyes. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot trust anyone's here tonight. And as our capacity cards backstage, where at this very moment your votes are being counted, I only caution you to prepare for a few more unexpected twists and turns as we serpentine towards the ending that you have chosen for us. And so, friends of the Music Hall Royale, for the first time, and at long last, by your own determination, the conclusion, the finales of the Mystery of Edwin
Drood!
The first chapter of Mr. Dickens' novel was entitled The Dawn. Perhaps not coincidentally, the last chapter we wrote was called The Dawn Again. So, let us begin our last chapter amid the cold grey tales of the new English story.
Bloody freezing out here again. Oh, Missy. Oh, could you spare 6 and 3 for a Christian soul in distress?
Oh, we're both Christian souls in distress, I'm afraid, and I barely have 6 and 3 to get myself to London.
Running away from something?
Yes. At long last, yes. And now I must.
Rosa!
How on earth do you know my name?
No. Why, I've only known you since the day you were born. Bathed and fed you. Don't look at me, Rosa. I don't want you to see me this way. But can you remember your nan, Rosa? Some 12 years ago. Can you look at me now, my darling girl? See your nan instead.
Nan. Somewhere. I was 6, and then you're gone.
You do remember. God love you. You never really knew your mother, did you? I was the closest thing to that for you.
But then, why did you leave me?
Oh, it's a sad story, Rosa. It's a common one, I fear. I was once your man. Then I met a man. Tall and long with golden hair. He's where my end began. He let him have his way with me. He knew his way so well. He led me down the garden path to hell. Marriage in me had what I got instead was a bed in Camden Town, and then to me you said, should I send around a friend, be nice to him as well. Strolling down your garden path to hell. Make your bed of roses and sleep in it. Cuddle deep in it and pray you never rain. Soon the dead repose. and strong the men. So I learned my trade and earned my keep with drugs, and then found myself a wicked shelf where opium I sell. Here's a pipe for you, sir. Price is 5 and 2, sir. Can't you see the garden? It's such a lovely garden. I'll take you there. I know the path so
gladly unmasked to where this potent doom is too great a task. motive in taking the role of a wicked and white Mr. Soul was to get myself back to the city and track down the culprit with that as my goal. I also intended to find just what Jasper had on his mind, was too eager to see the up close to have seen me the murderer. God, get blind! All of these people suspicious that I have killed Edwin Drood, and with their anger so vicious, I wore this costume so crude, stepping out of the Limerick, out of the Limerick, out of the Limerick air. I found the theatrical kit, and as naturally I did my bit. So to clear my good name from the blemishes blamed was for Helena too, I admit. I followed Jasper high low, found the density descends to below. And when I saw Papa Dick was immediately clear my suspicions were quite apropos. So I crept in the lodge to Jasper, wearing this garb once night. There I saw Rosa clasp her mother she gave you that night. Jasper took it from there after hurling him down to the rear of her back so close. Tell him the doctor he knows, and the proof is quite clear. Let it bring Jasper here to be tried and then tied up and strong. And break this Limerick, let him be hung.
All that hair was as damn white as Mimosa. Dick Datchery was Rosa!
It took no smoke for me to picture Edwin dead. That night I filled myself with a flask of laudanum, and then to toast mine and an apple sun. That's when my dreams flight of fancy did take place. I watched my hands outstretched towards Edwin's pale white face, and in Moonfall I saw my fingers clutching his neck so tightly, touching my sleeve. It felt so lightly. Moonfall that fell on me. But God, the deed was masterly done. As much as over wanted had begun. Such tragedy to finally make the kill. And now to awake, to taste the thrill. Now I've confessed. Now we both can rest.
No, I can't let it happen. Yes, you placed that coat that young Drood wore last night down at the river where throw suspicion onto Neville Landless. You're a bad one, Mr. Jasper, when the evil one inside is you. You're not a murderer. You didn't kill Edwin Drood.
Does, let me understand. Are you saying that John Jasper did not kill his nephew?
Exactly, your lordship, sir. It was a wild night that Christmas Eve, as you'll remember, why. And I had sought shelter near Mr. Jasper's door. That's when I saw one amongst you throttle Edwin Drood! And in a convenient flash of lightning, I saw who it was. That was my long speech, you. Mind if I get a quick minute pause? That's right. Suddenly I see Mr. Jasper stand around in his home under the influence of potent medicine. And then he collapses. And then he gets up and picks up young Drood and carries him into the cathedral and then down into the crypt, depositing the body. Right in Mrs. Saxon's tomb.
What?
Yes, I told you there was plenty of room in there.
Oh, but now you must tell us, girls, who did it?
Lord love me. It was Helena Landless!
Knew it!
Rosa Limerick had cost me great alarm. Had Neville might cause Neville to cause him some harm. Sister and mother to my brother I have been. And so to smother Drood I had to do Drood it. I meant to silence that Edwin's form. The sky declares no view of light as I crept into the night. And Drood hath dazed with wine, and Drood hath raised my spine. I took my veil off, and lost my mind. My veil sailed off, I tossed it wide, and round and round his cave. Oh, and with his I meant to gag, but I could stand, so I did drag. All to hell, there's another, save my brother. I did it right, and I, and the latest is he.
Well, it was Neville Limerick!
Let's go!
So qualified to pull me out of sight and mind. Of course I killed the master, then could I forego? Thought to gain my pride, all rise in one blow. That you this an Englishman, but all you saw was my hot blood, and I the Rosa on. Edwin was dead was a grand romance, and the goddess had a chance. That was December, when blood was born. We strode together against the storm. The best of chums we laughed and talked as the rest drew gone. My moon was black then, brother did crack then. He turned his back then, I did lunge. His neck I knotted, his throat forgotten. He took the plunge and as English he fell. I sent him to his good English hell.
It was Rosa Confession!
Please, blind, not see I can't confess. And it was one could do I did confess. To have it not do again to say I'm true. You surely know by now I meant to murder you. To rid herself, to hit herself, the murderous before. Child of her man, and not her wisdom bad, and how we plan to kill a man, and feel that we make that. To rid herself, to hit herself, the murderous before. Don't try to win, oh my son, but you, I meant for you to die. Oh, the night was far from bright, thick with wet and thunder. That she felt dispatched from hell is again to wonder. Could not see the arms of me stretched out with staff in hand. Saw the curtain tied, let's grow just like a deadly wedding band. So long a time they thought that I had rested all but right. But I conceived this pain, my brain more tortured than they might conceive. With these late additions I have now revealed murderous admissions, otherwise concealed. Damn you all I say, oh, let it drive me mad. When I was into this room, it took the power of God. No good can come from my good true name. I killed him, but I meant to kill you. Jasper, you pathetic imitation of manhood. Jasper, damn your fraudulent love. Damn cloister hand that looked the other way when you looked at me in your way. Damn you all.
It was the Reverend Crisparkle!
Seize him!
Rosa's mother loved another, know you well. It meant she planned to hang on her and go to hell. I'm free from blasphemy, but as you see, though I'm a Catholic, I confess I murdered
saw another in Rosa's face, where Rosa's mother stood in her place. And could I let this Edwin Drood with her I loved him? This love of mine was never wed. One shall be mine, was dead. As I do ashes, his neck I trust. As I do ashes, dust and dust. And then I bore him from the food, extended by his food. He ceased to shiver, he ceased to quiver. I did deliver him the God. She is mine now, a love divine now. To mind the odds but living am I, and vanish is true. Satan must die, and vanquish is true.
With one of our remaining male leads. Pray indicate by your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, you know as well as I that that was a tie. Let's do it one more time.
Yeah, thanks for the warning.
Bazzards! John Jaspers. See you rather in Mr. Crisparkle. And Neville Limerick. Called Dirtles.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. Marcus.
A love song.
Seems you're the only man on these wicked streets that can handle my sense of laughter.
My princess, my sweet little Potiphar. Take donkeys, opium den, put you back on the streets where you belong. Only if there's a blizzard.
Take your pen and reveal the greatness that lies dormant within you. May you be a prosperous stoneman, and may I be the architect of your future.
Good thing you're raised in India with tigers, because then living with me won't come as a surprise.
Bazzard, it seems that your infatuation with the theatrical world, I think I can help your spirit rise to new heights.
If yours is the source of my inspiration, I think my pool can rise to new heights.
Once we were perfect strangers, how strangely met are we?
I find I now adore you. Our best has yet to meet.
It seems I've longed to hold you, fate ruled it so.
You love me so, they told you.
Let's not resist this envy.
Once we have kissed, pretend